Moving on, the House of Representatives has resolved to probe allegations of fictitious contract awards and a mismanagement of billions of naira by the Nigerian Maritime Administration and Safety Agency, NAMASA. Speaker of the House, Yakubu Dogara, who disclosed this, said it is imperative to dig out the truth to put an end to economic crimes. He also said the House had always taken the issue of investigation of alleged economic crimes with all seriousness, which had so far resulted in the uncovering of massive fraud and leading to more transparency and accountability by all arms and agencies of government. The leader of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, has expressed sadness over the defection of 37 members of the ruling All Progressives Congress APC to the People's Democratic Party PDP and the African Democratic Congress ADC. Gbajabiamila described those who defected as an integral part of the APC family. He also said the door of the party remains open to them if they change their minds to return. At the same time, he praised the remaining committed members who chose to stay with the party.
I want to say that in spite of the movement of about 36 members, I think, 4 of whom went to ADC in Oyo State, and the remainder 32 to PDP, I want to say, and I believe there was one resignation thereafter without a party as of yet, I want to say, repeat here to Nigerians, that not only does APC remain the majority of the House, APC is actually, it's not a slim majority, a clear, overwhelming majority. I believe those who wanted to defect were looking for about 60 members, and they got half, about 32, which leaves APC over and beyond what is required for a majority. Let me very quickly, on behalf of our members, also congratulate Mr. President, the party chairman, the party leaders, for remaining committed to the welfare of this country, for piloting this country in spite of everything, in spite of the naysayers, the grassroots, the people who we represent through the various programs of the party and Mr. President, the various interventions that remain unspoken. These people have remained committed to the party, as was evidenced in the last elections in Ekiti.
Well, House of Representatives leader Femi Gbajabiamila speaking there. Meanwhile, Senator representing Oyo South Adesoji Akombi has clarified his name, saying it was wrongly listed as one of the 15 lawmakers who defected from the All Progressives Congress APC. Akombi, who noted that he tried to clear his name by raising a point of order during plenary, said he remains a bona fide member of the APC. The Oyo lawmaker, who maintained that he is a strong ally of Governor Isiaka Ajimobi, also brandished a copy of the vote and proceedings of the Senate, which showed clearly that his name was not on it.
I want them to clear my name, that I've never been part of defection from APC to PDP. I remain bona fide member of APC, and there are these speculations and rumor when you have ambition, either declared ambition or not declared ambition, that you're having crisis in your state with your governor. So they assume that having the crisis with the governor, automatically you leave your party.
Well, Senator representing Oyo South Adesoji Akombi speaking there. And now, away from that, the Coalition of Civil Society Organization for Peace and Good Governance has accused the National Assembly of connivance in the embezzlement of 100 billion naira drawn from the Federation account to establish mini ranches across the nation. The group also alleged that there is no evidence of how the fund was spent. National President of the movement, Jonathan Ogoche, who disclosed this, said the level of killings in the country was escalated as a result of embezzlement of funds approved for ranches.
It also appears that some elements within the National Assembly might have conspired with those behind the disastrous act of embezzling the 100 billion naira to kill the probe. Therefore, urging the National Assembly not to only investigate the matter, but to also live up to expectation of the people as representing their various constituencies, to ensure that all of those that we are part of the embezzlement of the fund are bring to book. We also call on a detailed investigation on how these funds were disbursed, what states got what, who were the contractors that were meant to handle the project, who authorized the payment, who are beneficiaries of the payment. We are also calling on the immediate arrest and prosecution on the former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan for under those who under whose watch this kind of perpetrated evil were established in this country. That's true. On a final note, we would like to reinstate one more that the embezzlement of this fund has left us where we are today in the hands of the herdsmen and the farmer conflict, thereby leading to many loss of lives. We ask, who is filling us with the blood of the innocent Nigerians? It is time for the National Assembly to take action and deliver the dividend of democracy for the people.
You will recall that the federal government in 2014, under the chairmanship of the then Benue State Governor Gabriel Suswan, identified issues causing the conflicts between farmers and herdsmen, including struggle for water, land, and uncontrollable influx of nomadic herdsmen. In education matters now, the Academic Staff Union of Universities of Ladoke Akintola University of Technology, LAUTECH, Ogbomoso, has raised alarm over inadequate funding of the institution. ASU chairperson Biodun Olaniran and Secretary Toyi Abeguri, who disclosed this, said its members are owed 10-month salaries as well as promotion arrears. They also warned the government of looming strike if all the issues are not positively addressed. And to a very sad news now, at least 5 persons have been confirmed dead after a boat capsized in the Ikorodu area of Lagos State. General Manager of the Lagos State Emergency and Management Agency, Adesina Tiamiyu, who confirmed the incident, said a 20-capacity passenger boat belonging to Blue Sea capsized in mid-sea en route Ikorodu from Lagos Island. Tiamiyu said the victims have been deposited at the Ikorodu General Hospital morgue, adding that recovery efforts are still ongoing for the missing ones. You're still watching Superscreen News at 6. We'll take a short break here, and when we return, we'll bring you business news. Join us again. Welcome back. Now in Business World, the House of Representatives has asked the Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission (NEC) to reinstate the suspended board of Ibadan Electricity Distribution Company (IBEDC). Chairman, House Committee on Power, Dan Asiko, who discussed this during the investigative public hearing, said he was issuing a 48-hour ultimatum. Asiko also called on the parties involved to put public interest above their individual interest, cautioning against the utilization of public funds to prosecute cases. You will recall that the Ibadan Disco Board was suspended by NEC for the delay in the payment of $185.6 million facility given to Integrated Energy Distribution and Marketing Company (IEDC), obtained from consortium of 6 banks that financed the acquisition of Ibadan Disco facility and Yola Disco, respectively. The nation's foreign exchange reserves have dropped to a 3-month low of $47.303 billion. This is according to the data from the Central Bank of Nigeria as released on Wednesday. The reserves, which stood at $47.697 billion in July 11, dropped by $394 million in 13 days. Data from the CBN revealed that reserves rose from $47.333 billion in April 24 to $47.846 billion on May 11. You recall that on July 13, that the reserves, which rose from $47.605 billion on May 31 to $47.789 billion on June 29, dropped by $102 million to $47.697 billion on July 11. Economic experts have attributed the drastic decline in reserves to a government action in supporting the exchange rate in the interbank market. Still talking business news, the National Identity Management Commission (NIMC) says it has captured over 31 million Nigerians in its database as of July 2018. Head of Corporate Communications NIMC, Loveday Chika, who disclosed this, said the figure comprised of both adults and children, adding that minors constituted about 255,794 of the total figure. Chika also urged parents to bring children that are 1 year and above to that, so that the camera can capture the faces very well. He also said it is after the update that the child will be issued with a national identification number (NIN) card. Away from this, Lagos residents have decried the congested state of train transportation system in the country. They lamented the unsafe and dilapidated structure and continuous assistance of commuters to hang on the train, thus endangering their lives. In this special report, we'll take a look into Nigeria railway transportation system. Take a listen. Rail transport, also known as train transport, is a means of transferring passengers and goods on wheeled vehicles that run on tracks. A lot of people prefer rail transport to other means of transportation system because of its numerous advantages, as its dependability, partly because it is weather-bound, it is speedy, better organized, suitable for bulky and heavy goods, and also cheaper. The history of Nigeria Railway Corporation dates back to the year 1898, when the first railroad was constructed in the country by the British colonial government on October 3rd, 1912. The Lagos State government and the Barikando Railway were amalgamated, a development that led to the nationwide rail service under the name Government Department of Railways with the passing of the Nigeria Railway Corporation Act in 1955. Today in Nigeria, the rail transport system has remained the same, and it appears there are limited trade in the country, though the administration of President Muhammadu Buhari seems convincing with their promises to lay new tracks, taking it off from where the former President Goodluck Ebele Jonathan stopped.
Rail transportation in Nigeria has not been so effective, but I think with this dispensation, the Honorable Minister of Transportation is trying to improve the rail system by dualizing the system. I can see from the Agege and beyond, they are trying to make it two rail line. So by so doing, I think they will improve better than what we had as at last year. The way you people are operating the rail transportation is very, very bad. Sometimes we are here, people will be here, it's clouding of people. People will be buying tickets without not seeing people. Sometimes we will be waiting here more than 4 hours, 5 hours. Nowhere we will not see a train. Most of the people will be, when the train is arrived, people will, because of the climb population is too much. So people will like to climb up, which is a bad idea. So what we need is to renovate, to construct a new track and another way.
But what could be responsible for the continuous habit of hanging on the train?
The reason why people hang on the train is simply because the number of trains are not much. Neither is it enough to serve all the passengers in that area. And we want the government to fix the road because a lot of people climb on the train and they fall and die in the process. But regardless, they remain undeterred.
Ticket of DME is 750 naira. Any bus stop. If you enter this train from Mushi to Oshodi here, you are going to pay 750. From Oshodi to Shogunle there, you are going to pay 750. The other train, that one is 230. It's from any point, from one terminal to another terminal, 230, which is not done. It's too bad. So that is why some people climb the train, some people hang. So because this Nigeria nowadays now, the money is, there's no money, there's no anything. We are just suffering ourselves. So the government should find the solution. They have the power now. They have the power. They have anything. They have the power. So it's not that maybe we people will be suffering, then they will be enjoying.
The trains are not enough. Despite the fact that it's not enough, people still hang on them, where some of them falls to the death. We want the government to address the deficient number of trains in the area. The train is good, but there is no form of electricity in it, and it's usually congested with people. So let the government address the issues as well as add to the number of trains in the area.
Worthy of note is that the Transportation Minister, Rotimi Amechi, has signed a deal with the China Civil Engineering and Construction Company, CCECC, for the development of the rail system. You're still watching Superscreen News at 6, so we'll take another short break here. And when we return, we'll bring you news from the foreign scene and then sports. Join us again.